beautiful view of where I am right now. And it's lovely. Take my little privacy screen down. At least I left where I was, the town where I didn't want to be. Today's attack, what was today's attack? The lady at the little espresso stand, the drive-thru espresso stand, caused this on my hand. And wouldn't serve me any food. She said the food stuff wasn't there today when they had like an egg sandwich sign that you had to carry out there in place. It's not there all the time with an arrow pointing to the stand. She wouldn't give me food. And then this happened. She like scalding, the highest coffee I've ever had, and then didn't put the lid properly on it. So it was ultra full. And I'm sorry, but if the lid had been secure, it wouldn't have spilled. And so, it seems unintentional is all I can say. It's just another thing. So, but I try to be optimistic. I am optimistic. That was before. I'm just documenting. I'm going to start documenting every time something happens. Because it happens every day, something. And then I pay $4 for the coffee. So it's like I pay to get burned. Literally. I don't have my lavender with me. It fucking sucks. So anyway, heading from a town I didn't want to be to a town I don't know. Simply because I want to go to church there tomorrow. And I heard good things about this fellowship, and I need to be around some believers. Because I've been around people with little to no faith, definitely not exercising it for too long now, and I need to find my family. And I'm just wandering around. I just got, like, talk about getting burned. Like, I've been trying to secure a room to rent. I'm basically living in my car. You know, I spent the last 4 nights at a casino because this person that I know gets a deal there. But I just felt like that was a setup. Like, I didn't like the situation. I ended up just sleeping in my car anyway, but it's like I was driven out of my apartment. And ever since then, it's like, and that was 6 months ago, I was driven out because of the frequencies were intensified so much I couldn't live there anymore. I literally had to move out immediately. It happened through a smart meter that had been, installed without my knowledge when I went away to visit my family. And the frequencies coming from it were so strong that I couldn't even think straight. And the lethargy was so overwhelming, I couldn't even get up to get a drink from my refrigerator in the next room. I just lay there and be thirsty. I was so tired, I couldn't even function. And I would get plenty of sleep, so, but it wasn't restful sleep. And it was really affecting my cognitive thinking, my memory. I was having all kinds of physical ailments. It started with terrible neck pain. I couldn't even turn my neck, and I couldn't figure out why, and my glands were swollen. And I went to the doctor several times, and they just tried to give me a referral for physical therapy. I was like, no, this is happening internally, but nobody would help me or do anything that made it better or could give me an answer why it was happening. And it was like my neck would start cracking in ways that aren't normal, like neck cracking ways. Like it was like I think because the frequencies were destroying my bone marrow. But they wouldn't tell me that. So anyway, and was honestly the Lord who led me to learn about EMF, because I was completely neshing, absent of knowledge. I had no idea what it was. I just knew I could hear it, because I'm very sensitive to energies, and I knew I could hear it. It was a very high-paced, constant. And it wasn't normal. Like, I was like, this isn't normal. You know, people say it causes tinnitus, ringing of the ears. And my ears never rang before, but I knew I was hearing something, you know, because I'm sensitive to sound. And I started realizing that whatever this sound was affecting me. And the next thing you know, through the internet, Omni led me to learn about electromagnetic frequency, and that's when I realized that that's what was happening to me. And that's what that sound was. That's why I was having these symptoms. Nobody would tell me. So I went back to the doctor, and I mentioned about the EMF. And there was a student doctor in there, like watching the session, the meeting, the appointment with my doctor. I allowed him to be there. And I mentioned about how I thought it was the EMF that was causing this. You know, they like blew it off, but you know, the student doctor suddenly drew me a whole diagram about frequencies, electromagnetic frequencies, and knew all about it. Like, drew me a whole graph, told me about each one, all the different levels, and I said, you know, you're a doctor. It's like, you know, why would you know so much about frequencies? And he said, oh, well, it's fascinating. This is the answer. I found it highly suspicious that he would know so much, enough to show me a graph about EMF and different frequencies, you know, from gamma rays all the way to microwaves, or he knew whatever, he drew it out, literally. And then, yet wouldn't associate my symptoms that I was having with these frequencies, when I did my own research. I had every single symptom on the list intensely. And as a matter of fact, right now, let me tell you, I'm receiving frequencies so strong, I'm going to actually pull over the next opportunity. Since yesterday, and this is part of the reason that I'm documenting this happening to me now, daily I will do this, is because I am now being assaulted. It's more than harassed, it's harassment to the fullest, but on a regular basis, constantly, all the time. And now that I made that video, the other video that I made about smile, you're being zapped, they're zapping me so freaking bad, it's ridiculous, through my cell phone. Like, they were doing it before, but now it's some other frequency I've never felt before. It's a new frequency, and it's strong. I had to pull over last night, like immediately, like at the shoulder. Like, I didn't even wait for a place like I am now, because now I'm a little more familiar with the effects of this new ray that happened to me for the first time yesterday, since posting on YouTube, Smile, You're Being Zapped, video 2 days ago. Whenever it was, 3, no, it really affects your freaking memory. It's terrible. And, it comes through, and you know, they know the effects that it has on people, and they don't care that it's dangerous, that I'm literally driving in my car right now, because they've got me living in my car right now from the frequencies. And so I'm on the road, and I don't want to be a danger to anyone else or myself, because they won't stop zapping me. It's overwhelming, and one can only take so much, like, because this is a daily, relentless thing they're doing. It's not like just brief, it's like all the time. I'm gonna pull over. It's so hard to deal with. Like, I was gonna start, like, documenting ever since this started happening to me, I've been traveling for weeks up and down the coast. And because I don't have a home now. Because they won't leave me alone. And they constantly try to hurt me. They're trying to kill me with the frequencies. Give me cancer or whatever. In conjunction with the parasites, they somehow that's me. But it's horrible. I've tried to secure places to live, rooms to rent, and they just don't work out because every time I start living somewhere, and I've found places like out in the forest in nature, they're not off-grid, but it's okay for a couple of days. And then suddenly the EMF is so intense that I can't even be in there. I've slept outside in the yards. I've slept in my car. I've slept on a camping cot. Like, you don't understand. Just not in the house. Like, it's like... all I can say is it's bad. Here comes the park ranger to bother me. It's alright. He's gonna bother me. I know. Here he comes. Looking at me. I know. I see you, buddy. He's gonna get out and say something to me, probably. Yeah, you want to deal with a crying woman? Go ahead. I'm trying to have a moment. They don't let me rest. They spy on me everywhere, like there's no escape. Like,